And here we are in Woodland Village. This town is located on the main road between the Imperial City and Skingrad. And before we head off and find this man, Rupern, that the Curator wants us to find and fire, we're going to take a quick tour of the town because I haven't actually featured the town in any of the videos so far. So let's just check out Broad Oak Way. This here is the buyable player house. You can buy it from the town hall. That's quite a nice view out from the balcony over the town. There are a couple of quests in the town at least, and some very interesting areas to explore. I think what we'll do is just check out the little chapel here, because from the tower at the top of the chapel you can get kind of a better overview of the town itself. It's surrounded on all sides by woods. It's a very picturesque, beautiful little town, I think. And because it's on this main road, and the main road actually splits around the chapel here, you get a lot of traffic.
What's this about?
Passing through the town on the way to Skingrad. It has an armory. It has some lovely park-like areas. It has the Woodland Inn. There's no music in the inn. It's just a basic country tavern where you can rent a room for the night. Up here is the town hall. And just on from that is the clothing store, Elegant Attire. Might recognize that name if you've played my Skyrim mod. And down here we'll check out Pine Tree Lane. This is a back alleyway. And since I made this town, the alleyways that I make in my towns have gotten narrower and narrower, culminating, I would think, in the alleyways in my old Heroden town, where I think maybe one person, possibly two, can get by. Very, very narrow. So there's a lovely park area back here that residents can sit in and just enjoy the peace and the quiet and the lovely ambient sounds. And all the streets are named, of course. There's stables situated right in the center of the town, which I rather like because it's a little more, I would say, safe for your horses. Another seating area. And finally, and probably the best feature of the town, is here on Bakery Lane. And that is the Woodland Bakery. And it has a beautiful seating area just out here.
The Fighters Guild is hiring new members.
Very picturesque, I think. With the little wells and winding little alleyways back here where you can have a seat and just enjoy the beautiful view out into the woodland. Quite gorgeous. And that goes round back to that road. So let's have a quick look in the bakery itself. This bakery has a huge selection of goods.
Well met.
And it is well worth stopping at. Absolutely huge selection. We had a lot of great resources in Oblivion. And even more here. Just up here is the customer seating area.
How are you?
Which is quite cheerful, I think, and cozy. Right, enough shirking. Time to get working. We are looking for Rupern Wilton because we got some bad news for him. He's out of a job. And he lives right back here in this house. And I'll see if he's home. Nope, it's locked. So the man himself is out wandering the town somewhere. Is this him?
Anytime.
Oh, yes.
What?
I'm from the gallery. Oh, I wasn't expecting anyone until next week. The report isn't ready. Oh, you're not here for the report? So at this point we could say, you're fired! just like that. And he'll get very upset. He'll be very angry and he'll actually attack us. Or we can say, I'm sorry, but you've been let go. A little more compassionate approach, which I think is the best bet. Oh no, I can't believe it. I really needed this job. I have to support my mother. She's not well. Her mind's not there anymore. Please don't tell her. She couldn't handle it. So you can actually talk to his mother and she'll give you a whole guilt story about how wonderful it is that he has this job. How he is buying her nice things, and she lays on the guilt. Well, she doesn't intend to lay on the guilt, but you've taken on a whole guilt trip. But we won't talk to it right now. And that was Woodland Village. So I'm going to make my way really quickly back to the Pell's Gate Gallery, because there is a lot more work for us still to do there, and I will see you there. Back in Pell's Gate, I arrived late back last night and decided to spend another night in the Roaming Spirits Inn, and just got up this morning to this scene, which certainly gives Pell's Gate even more atmosphere, but we are more concerned with getting on with our next day of work in the Pell's Gate Gallery. Just returned from Woodland Village, have done what the Curator wants me to do, fired the guy she wanted me to fire. Having exhausted that lead, we now head back to our office and see if anything new has cropped up while we've been away. So everything's looking pretty quiet here, but hopefully there's a new task waiting for us. Seems that we're everybody's secretary, not just the curators, we're everybody's. It'd be nice to actually sit down at the desk and do some work, but yes, we have a new task. Secretary, I have some pottery that needs to be taken for evaluation by a pottery expert in the Imperial City. I would be very grateful if you could please take them for me. I will give you the artifacts and the directions. Please come to my office as soon as you are able. Thank you, Hannah Falan. And her office, of course, is just over here. And she's not there. Oh, so what is that? A bloody shoe. Why would there be a bloody shoe in Hannah Falan's office sitting in a pile of blood? It's a blood-covered shoe, obviously a woman's. You pick it up and place it in your purse. That last bit, you pick it up and place it in your purse, was actually kind of an Easter egg from the game that inspired this quest, which was Lorabo the Dragon, the Dagger of Amon-Ra. So Hannah's not there, and we need to find her. Firstly, to find out what directions we need to take the pottery she wants us to take to the Imperial City, who we're taking them to, and also what is the deal with a bloody shoe in her office. So we'll have a quick look around the gallery and see if we can find her. Don't see her anywhere around here. Maybe she's in Rachel Renoir's office. Perhaps she's in there gossiping about paintings and men. Rachel Renoir said that Hannah likes the men. Have a quick look in here.
Well met.
Yeah, Rachel.
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friends.
Seen Hannah anywhere? Nope, apparently not.
Be seeing you.
Okay, where could she be? And this is the Hall of Masterpieces, if I haven't mentioned that before. Let's see if she's in Solomon's office, perhaps, or in the village. Uh-oh. I think we just found Hannah. Oh, no. Hannah! What's she doing in the aquarium? It's Hannah Falan. She's dead. What the... Oh. Wow, she's just floating there. So, we have gone from just looking for this stolen crown to what looks to be investigating a murder. Right, I think the next step is to tell the curator. See if we can find her. She's probably in the atrium, I would imagine. Darren!
Yes?
Hannah's dead. Did you know about Hannah? Please, I cannot talk about it. I was very fond of the girl. Okay, so you knew about Hannah. That's interesting. But I think if he knows, then probably the curator knows. So let's go and find the curator and see what we can find. What she thinks of that.
Hello.
Nope, I don't know you. I'm to pass you. So that's a turn up, isn't it? We were just investigating the theft of the crown, and now Hannah's dead.
What?
Did you know about Hannah? Poor girl. That's it. Weren't you having a little thing with Hannah? Never mind. So have a look and see. Aha, there's the curator.
How are you?
Examining this here painting again.
I hope I can help.
Did you know about Hannah? This is so shocking. For all that can be said about the girl, she certainly did not deserve this, poor thing. Right.
Take care.
So what we need to do now is to go question all the staff about Hannah, and perhaps somebody has an idea maybe on what could possibly have happened. Sausage janitor. You can take the people off the street, but you can't take the street out of the people. If you ask me, she got what was coming, whoring herself to anything in pants. Aren't you a real charmer?
Very well.
Let's see if Donovan has any ideas. It seems that everybody knows about it. I guess this happened because we were out of the gallery overnight in Woodland Village. So I'm guessing this happened sometime during the night, maybe. Because there was the blood in her office. And in order for the murderer to overcome her in her office, he would have then had to have dragged her body out all the way over to the aquariums and stuffed it through the manhole into the aquarium. It seems that Bronwyn's still on lunch, so I'm just going to wait a couple of hours and she should be back pretty soon. So that's a turn up. So the question now is the theft tied to the murder? Or are they two absolutely separate things? There she is. Okay, Bronwyn.
What can I do for you?
Do you know about Hannah? I just can't believe it. Poor Hannah. But I think I know who must have done it. Hannah recently confided in me that she was getting a bit scared. She told me she'd seen Solomon outside her house late at night a few times over the last month, just standing there staring at her house. Creepy. She must have refused him once too often, and he finally snapped and killed her. Search her office. Maybe she wrote something about him. Maybe there's some proof of some sort that he was harassing her. So that's our next instructions. Head over right here and see if there's anything in her office that would give us a clue as to what's going on, other than a pool of blood on the floor. Let's check out her desk. Nothing suspicious in there. There's a lot of secret safes hidden behind paintings all around the town, but I don't see one in Hannah's office. I see nothing here but plant pots. Yeah. Books. Maybe something in the bookcase. Nope. Nothing there. Always search the bin. Crumpled piece of paper. Ah, burned scrap of paper. It is a scrap of burned paper. Looks like someone was trying to destroy a letter. Only certain parts are readable. Love for you. Please give me a chance to prove it to you. I am the only man who can. I would give you everything. Something bad will happen to you. Can't live without you. Don't do this to me. Ever yours, Solomon. So we're going to take that with us and wave it under Solomon's rat-like knows. Because if what Bronwyn said was true, then he killed Hannah. She refused him one too many times. He snapped. We know he's been standing outside of her house at night watching. Which is seriously creepy. Oh gosh, she's still in there. Right. So let's find Solomon. And get him talking. Hopefully he's in his office, right at the back here. Yeah. All right,
Go ahead.
Solomon,
I'm
start
listening.
talking.
What do you want?
So, we didn't ask her if you knew about Hannah. I can't talk about it. I loved her. Just loved her. Right. Did you love her enough to kill her? Letter to Hannah. Letter? Yes, it is mine, but you think... No, I would never hurt her, never. I loved her more than anything. She was everything to me. I would never harm a hair on her head. Not my sweet Hannah. Right, so he says, I think he protests too much. But we've exhausted that lead, and we've got Solomon's story
Hi
on a
there.
letter. Is he lying? Sure seems like he is, doesn't it? And she's still there. I think the best thing to do right now is to head back to the office and see if there's any more leads to follow or work to do. And I think I better check the time as well. 5:15. Okay, we've got just 2 hours left. So, back in our office. And anything? Yes, here we go. Okay. I just had a thought. A fake crown was left in place of the real crown. Have you thought to ask around in the gift shop? Perhaps they will remember if a member of staff purchased a fake crown recently. And that's from the Curator. So, haven't got much time. We're going to head there super quick. And there is a shop in the what's called Shoppe Village. I think the quickest way is to go down here. And it sells fake crowns. Replicas of the crowns on display in the Royal Jewels display. So that was a pretty good idea the Curator had. Because as she said, the real crown was replaced with a fake one. So somebody must have bought it from here.
Hi.
Right. So there are the cheap replica crowns that you can actually buy. But we're going to ask this guy
Go ahead,
right here.
please.
Did any of the staff buy a crown recently? Actually, yes. There was someone who purchased the fake Septim crown recently. It was that tall, dark elf fellow, the one who works in the Egyptian exhibit. Don't know his name. He said he was buying it for his sister. That was Artemis.
Goodbye.
Why would Artemis be buying a fake crown? Well, let's go and ask the man himself. And hopefully, if he was buying it to replace the real crown, he's probably not going to confess it.
Go ahead, please.
You purchased a fake crown? Yes, I did. Why do you want to know about that? I bought it for my sister who lives in Bruma. Right, so do we believe him or not? I don't know at this point. I would definitely add him to the list of suspects, though. Right, so we've exhausted all the leads, and I think what we'll do, because it is almost 7 o'clock, I'll just have a very quick look in the office, see if there's another lead appeared in there, or some more work to do. And then I better hightail it out of the gallery by 7 o'clock and spend another night at the Roaming Spirits Inn. So, oh, yes, there is. Okay, so I'll just read this. Darling, can you please go to the town hall and pick up a book for me for Manita? The book is called Art and the Artistic Temperament. Don't be shy, just ask for it. She knows I'm sending someone to pick it up. Once you have it, give it to me. Thank you, Rachel Renoir. Right, so we shall do that task first thing in the morning because the town hall will actually be closed now. And I'm just going to make my way out of the gallery, back to the Roaming Spirits Inn, have another night's sleep, and start, I think, the 4th day on the quest for the Septim Crown. So I'll see you then.